Welcome back, everyone. It has been a very long week in the political campaign, one that saw our two candidates debate. Then their campaigning took a decidedly negative, as some say, a nasty tone. As we go into the final stretch before the election, this week we want to take a look at how the two men who want to be your president will handle the issue of health care in America if elected. Joining us this morning, New York Post writer Robert George and Democratic strategist Peter Feld. Gentlemen, thank you both so much for being here.
Thank you.
We put your chairs close together, so
exactly. I won't punch Peter.
Right. No hitting. we don't hit on this show, but we do.
You're covered by health care, right? If I didn't punch you.
Bingo. Good segue. Let's start with this. What I want to do right off the bat is just kind of get an overview of both candidates' plans. Or we'll start with you.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of complexities to both of them, but very, very quickly, McCain would like to basically use the tax code as a way to try and expand people's options for health care. He would give basically a tax credit, if you will, both for individuals and for families, that they could essentially purchase the health care package that best suits their needs, or alternately just stay with the employer-based plan that they currently have.
Okay, and Senator Obama.
Well, Senator Obama wants to mandate that employers provide health insurance, and he also wants to make health insurance more affordable using a system based on the current plan for federal employees that would be more affordable, so that although he wouldn't require everyone to get health insurance, he would make it cheap enough so that supposedly everybody who wants health care could get it, and has said in the past that it would be paid for by letting the 2001 Bush tax cuts expire, which I think now may be a little bit more problematic with the new economic realities.
Yeah, and that's the question everybody's asking. Neither one of these plans cover everybody, correct?
That's
it's fair to say neither one of these plans cover everybody. But which plan can America afford? I mean, look at what we're going through right now.
Well, one of the concerns that Republicans have with, say, the Obama plan is that there's a concern that if you give employers the option of, if you basically say to individuals, you can either take this plan that all government workers have, or you can have the, relatively speaking, limited plan that your current employer has. People are automatically going to go for the richer one, which is going to be more expensive in terms of adding to the federal deficit. That's the concern that conservatives have.
Well, Republicans have concerns maybe with the Obama plan, but they also have concerns with the McCain plan. If you look at the plan Senator McCain has turned out, the Chamber of Commerce, the National Federation of Independent Businesses, the Business Roundtable are all pretty much against it because it undermines employer-provided health care insurance. It removes the tax credit for, it actually makes people have to pay taxes on the value of their health insurance, which has not been the case in the past, and it takes away the tax credits that business get for providing health care insurance, gives some offsetting deductions to people, but those three business groups feel that this would basically undermine the whole underpinnings of employers who now want to provide health care insurance.
Robert.
Well, the Tax Policy Center, which is actually more of a left-leaning group, says that even McCain's plan is basically a net tax benefit to, I believe, 85 or 90% of the people that would be eligible for it. Now, what this means is, in either case, since it's a move from the current system, you're going to have different groups that are going to be coming out opposing it, because a lot of people have things vested in the status quo.
Okay, but isn't it very unusual to have all those business groups coming out against a Republican candidate's health care plan? I mean, that would be surprising to me.
Well, that's because John McCain is a maverick.
I knew that word was going to creep into the discussion. Listen, people, our viewers will be listening to you and hear what you say. Some people will understand the intricacies of the plan, some people won't. What I want to know is there's a child here in the tri-state area, in Lincoln, Nebraska, wherever you want to say the child is, because both candidates are fond of saying, I met this person in this place, and so let's do it. It's a child here in the tri-state area. How do we get that child coverage if the child doesn't have coverage? Whose plan is better at that?
I think the Republicans would say that if you're an individual, let's just say you have no kids, obviously you're going to have a very narrow narrow health care package. However, if you do have kids, you want to have something a little bit larger, focusing primarily on the kids' care. And because you've got more flexibility under McCain's plan, I think it would be better.
And Peter, quickly.
Well, the Obama plan requires parents to provide insurance for their kids. There is a mandate that if you have a child, and it certainly hopes to make it affordable so that it can be done, but I think under the Obama plan every child would be covered, so I think that kid in Toledo would be doing very well. Would
you both agree that Wednesday night in this debate the big thing is going to be money when they're talking about this because of what's going on with the economy? They have to hit what the price of this is going to be?
Well, yeah, sure. I mean, the McCain plan is undetermined in terms of cost. He says it's going to be paid for, but actually it's been estimated to cost $1.3 trillion, so I don't know where we're going to get that money now.
And we have to get going.
And similarly with Obama, you don't know how much it's going to cost because more likely people are going to go more for a government health care plan.
Surprising to me that you don't agree. All right, thank you very much, Peter, Robert. I appreciate it, and we will see you next week.
Sounds good.
Thanks again. For more on the election, you can go to our website at 7online.com. Sports with Jessica Taff is up next. Stay with us.